Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to season 2, episode 14 of the Multilife podcast. Remember to go follow our Instagram at multilife.pod. And now we're going to go around and say hello.
What's up, guys? I'm feeling like Garrett this week. I got the new background, but I'm feeling good. I'm ready to get started this week. I'm Anthony. Let's get started.
What's up, guys? This is Garrett. We're currently recording during the UT Austin football game, but that's all right. We got a good lineup.
Yeah. Arch Manning is he's finding his feet this week.
Man.
Yeah, he's on a roller coaster right now, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're winning, so it's fine that we're missing. So
Who are y'all playing against?
San Jose State.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. I'm Melissa Ann. I'm an Aggie, so I don't care about UT football right now.
Y'all are playing right now, too.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like an evening game or something.
Oh yeah, y'all are crushing Utah State right now. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. And I'm Spencer.
Oh, all right. I'm sorry. We're recording a little late today. Well, I say a little late. It's literally we're starting 40 minutes later than we planned to, just because I had a bit of travel yesterday, so I needed to catch up on all our releases. But now I'm ready. I'm ready to talk. And actually, I'm starting our first song. So before we get into everything, just as a reminder, we rate our songs K1 through K5, with K1 being dislikable and K5 being repeatable. And let me just go right ahead and say that this song, Rich Man by aespa, drum roll, it's right in the middle of that thing. I gave it a K3.
Okay.
I gotta say, this song, on first listen, probably bottom 3 title tracks from aespa.
Yeah.
Really not much. Can I talk about the Novice release instead? Can we talk about Sensitive by Novice?
I didn't even listen to it.
I'd rather talk about that song. That song's really good. Yeah, I don't know. This song, very repetitive. It's not as punchy as previous title tracks. It doesn't really have like a killing part that I can identify.
Yeah.
I wish the intro speaking part was like MV only or non-existent. Like, I get annoyed when I have to hear the talking at the beginning of the song every time. I don't know. The camera work and the editing in the MV were top notch, as usual. aespa, I feel like we've talked about it the last few releases on here, that just their MVs are always really, really solid. I always like the theming. I like the colors. I like the camera work. Their outfits look fantastic. Ning Ning. Big eyes, small face. I like. What's your WeChat? No, I think they looked great. I watched their Music Bank performance. If y'all haven't, their live performance of the show or of the song is really good. But just overall, I'm not really that excited about this track. I'd say that it'll probably grow on me anyway, because I'm a pushover and I'll listen to the same thing over and over and over again if it's a group I like, and I'll just like it anyway. But that said, it's just like, I don't think it's on the same level as their previous releases, just in general. But yeah, so I'm not a Rich Man. Maybe I'm just jealous. Maybe that's it. But that's very possible. What did y'all think?
I saw a comment that was like, puzzled over why aespa is going in this direction sonically, like a more low-key sound, because we have Dirty Work, which is like kind of mumbly, whispery in the chorus, and then this one is just like doesn't really build anywhere. And they were like, okay, aespa started out with a very hyper pop kind of sound. Brat by Charlie XCX became successful. All these other groups are trying to like chase that success, but then aespa decides to like go in a completely different direction, and it's like, why aren't you capitalizing on a sound that A, made you successful, and B, is successful already around the world? Like, you could just like be, I don't know. I was like, yeah, I kind of agree with that. It's kind of weird. Like, I thought Dirty Work, they would take into account feedback from the general public that was like, this is just not, it doesn't feel like an aespa song, you know, like where is
Yeah.
the craziness? You know, it was just so subdued is the word I'm looking for.
Hmm.
I actually have to disagree. I do like the spoken part because it's actually a share reference, I want to say, because there's an interview with her where she basically says the same thing. She was like, "My mom told me to um find a man that has a lot of like or settle down and marry a rich man." And I told her, "Mom, I am a rich man." So they I best like change the phrasing a little bit, but I feel like it
Okay.
kind of is a cool homage to that interview, and then
Mm.
also explains why they say they're a rich man instead of like rich woman in the first place. It kind of has that like, ah, I understand the story now. So I don't mind. I actually like that part. I guess my only issue with this, I would rate it a K3.25 song, is that it's just so repetitive. Like, I saw comments that were like, they could have said "I'm a rich man" 25 fewer times and it would still be a good song. like, like just when
Yeah.
you think
Yeah.
they're like, okay, they're gonna stop saying it, like they say it 5 more times. And it's like, like I felt like this
Yeah.
was a song that was actually too long because of how much they say "I am a rich man." So, but they look great. Music video is fantastic. I know there's some questionable AI in it apparently, but I'm kind of scared because like everybody was pointing out the AI, and like if you look at the credits, there's like AI creator or AI team credited in there, so they definitely used it in the MV. But I'm just like nervous because I didn't notice any of it, so I'm like, oh, it's kind of getting to that point.
Mm.
I don't know if y'all noticed it, but apparently like some of the transitions were AI and stuff. So
I don't think I noticed, like, I don't think I just saw something and was like, oh, like the Leonardo DiCaprio like pointing at the TV meme or whatever. Like I don't think I did that, but
Yeah.
I will say I don't know if this was AI, hopefully not, but like the where they had who was I think it was like Giselle holding up like some I don't know some like lightning or something, and then there was like this sweeping shot of Karina that gets like layered over and it's her holding the torch. I thought that shot was really cool.
mm-hmm.
That editing like of the shot over like superimposed over the I thought that was really cool.
That was cool.
Gave this song a K3.5. I enjoyed the football theme in the beginning, you know, for football season.
Yep, we're back. We're so
It might
back.
be a good way to get a new audience for those tough football player guys out there, but you know, you never know. But I do agree with y'all that the song could have been way better, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still nice and catchy. I don't think they quite miss. But I do miss the hyper pop that they did have in their earlier stages. And just I think they should explore the farm theme that they had going on with all the milk and the animals. I thought it was pretty hot. So.
Okay. Well, I you're like you said that so calmly and just like that's the end of my notes. Yeah, they should explore that farm thing. Yeah, it was kind of hot.
You gotta put a
And
little
then
bit
that
more
was it.
enthusiasm.
But I said it exactly like you though. Anyways, I would probably sorry. We're gonna end on a Debbie Downer for this one, but I would rate it like a K2. I mean, definitely like their worst title track by far. I mean, my favorite of the EP or like the mini album was like Count on Me, which I think another person in our like server had talked about. So I pretty much matched their thoughts, but I also kind of just thought this release in general was a little bit sloppy. Like I thought the lyrics to me were at least kind of hard to understand. Like the parts where like one of them says I'm gonna take care of myself. I had to like see the lyrics
I'm gonna
visually
carry
to, like,
myself.
yeah. like I kept thinking she was like tiramisu or like carousel, or like what are you trying to say? So I don't know if, like, but I mean y'all make fun of me and my pronunciation, so maybe that's just an issue with me. But yeah, this just wasn't it for me for in terms of like their release this time around. But I don't know, this just sounds like something Kiss of Life would do, like that I could see them doing instead of aespa. Um, but yeah, I think I didn't have a whole lot of thoughts for Rich Man, but they weren't necessarily positive. And I guess I'm kind of on your side, Melissa Ann. Like I wouldn't be able to spot something that's AI generated, but I felt like they did lean heavily on very animated scenes
Yeah.
and the music video. So maybe those parts are like the AI generated parts.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like I would believe it. Because some of them you could just tell, like, I feel like usually they do a good job of like adding animation to term their music videos, but it seemed here that they just put so much in it.
Mhm.
Like the visual that comes to mind is like I guess the greyhound dog or whatever, like
Yeah,
jumping
that's what
in
I
the
was
air.
thinking. Hmm.
Like that's just such, you can just tell instantly that's very animated, that an AI could do something
Yeah,
like
why
that.
didn't they hire a
So
real dog actor?
ex
That's what
exactly,
I'm
they have dog trainers for a reason. So, but
curious.
yeah. So going on to our next song by Kepler, Bubblegum. I like this song, and I was actually kind of surprised because I kind of forgot. I always forget about this group until they come out with something, and then I'm like, damn, dude, why isn't this like higher on my list of like groups to keep in touch with? But anyways, Bubblegum, their EP. Well, I'll start with their intro song, which was great. Taste Better. What a great intro song to the rest of the EP. Um, I will say that out of all the songs that we're reviewing today, this one was probably my favorite release. So I would rate it a K4. I think the lyrics are a little bit cheesy. I can't seem to hop on like the line in the chorus, pop that body like bubblegum. I just kind of think it's kind of weird. Um, like just go further and talking about bubblegum, kind of like how Young Posse does it with macaroni and cheese. Talk about the food item more, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, that's such
So
a specific
Can we get like a
request.
5 sponsor, like an extra sponsor,
exactly.
Trident, like something,
How
right?
it feels to
Like...
chew 5 gum.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. I really liked the song though. Um, I just felt like I was a little confused with the lyrics, but other than that, I'd listen to this again and again
And again,
and again. Yeah.
oh my gosh, that's a K5. Chat, that's repeatable. No, yeah, I don't know if I'm like I feel like some of my comments are just like devolving because I'm like, the first thing I've written, I'm like, how do I apply to be that person that Diane is like
Yeah!
pressing her face against at the beginning? I'm like asking for a friend, how do I apply for that position? This song, this song is what I'm talking about when I mean a song is punchy.
Mm.
Like the chorus entry with the bass, just how prominent the bass is, and then like there's just that one instrumental element that I always associate with Tokyo Drift. That I think y'all can, like, if y'all listen to it with that in mind, you would be able to tell. But that part just like immediately sucks me in and has me nodding my head, just like no problem. Also, the part of the NV at the end of the second chorus with shouting, dancing in the foreground, and then this guy is like walking with a tray,
Yeah.
and he just like throws it down and starts like flying away like he's on the like Monsters Inc. conveyor belt of like doors. He just starts flying around. That was hilarious. I like actually laughed at that. It's a shame that Young'un was on health-related hiatus. I was curious why there were only 6, because I was like, I thought I thought only two of them left, which only two of them did, but Youngin had some health stuff, so they decided to have her sit out for this set of promotions, so that's good. But honestly, yeah, all the girls did great. Super solid track for me. Probably 4.5. I'd say K 4.5.
Oh, wow.
It's up there for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute. In the credits, they list every single one of the Kepler members in the music video, and then they said special thanks to Youngun. So I don't know. I thought that was a cute nod to her, even though she couldn't have been there this comeback. But I would rate this song a K3. Maybe even like a K2.5. I don't know. I don't even remember how the chorus goes, so it's forgettable already. But
Tragedy.
I don't know. It just I miss old Kepler. Like, what was it?
Like
Wada
Wadada.
Da Up was a
Yeah,
good
Wada
one.
and Up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was their
Grand
first two, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I think their first two. There's another one. Yeah, I don't know.
You really liked Grand Prix, didn't you?
I don't even remember how it goes. I didn't even remember that was a Kepler
Okay.
release. Oops. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. They look so good. I like them visually. I guess just like musically, this comeback was just didn't really click with me, and that's okay. Great facial expressions all around, though. Like you can tell they're just so good at what they do. And I always don't know how to pronounce her name, but Baye, is that how you say it? Hyuning
Yeah,
Baye.
I'm gonna confirm.
Just look up the Hangul.
But like, yeah. Let's see. Bahie.
Baye.
Bahie.
Baye.
Mhm.
Bahia really stood out to me in the music video because she wasn't really like working the camera a ton, but just her presence alone was just like your eyes just gravitated towards her because she's just so pretty and so elegant. I feel like they could have. Okay, so I guess like I didn't really say this during the aespa section, but just like how they had that talking section in the beginning of the aespa song to explain why they're saying I am a rich man, they could have like really painted a cool story about like I have this, I have that, so therefore like I'm a rich man. And then I feel like in the Kepler song they have that one line about like why it's bubblegum because you're like popping that body, like popping a bubble. But then like that was the only time they mentioned it. So I'm like I don't know. I feel like I'm craving something more like thematically cohesive or like thematically on point with some of these K-pop songs. Um I don't know. It feels like a lost opportunity there, but I feel like they just kind of like had a catchy line, went with it, and then built a song around it instead of like making it the story of the song. But it's okay.
I gotta agree with Melissa Ann. That is probably K3, K2.5. I put K3 for mine. I thought the chorus was underwhelming, but the verses and the bridge like set up the song to be like really good. I really enjoyed the verses, but the chorus was underwhelming to me. I did like the Bad Girl theme style. That was pretty cool, but I don't think I can pop my body like bubblegum. Not to this song, at least.
I liked on the floor how they had that like stretched bubblegum mural on it. I thought that was a cool touch. It looked cool.
You know, we saw them putting their gum everywhere, like on the underside of a table
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, but they didn't ever take like a gum from the table and like put it back in their mouth or anything. You know, like you leave one, you take one.
What is
That's
that?
because the professionals put it behind their ear.
Oh, like in
Yeah,
Willy
for
Wonka.
later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They should have took note.
Oh, crazy.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Next is XOXZ or
Are you sure it's not XOXG?
Yeah, that's what
Are
I'm.
you-
That's
are you
what I
sure?
have.
or
Yeah.
XOXG if you want to say it like I think Wonyoung says that.
It's Wan Young, I think so. Yeah.
K5. K5. Best song that we're reviewing today.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. One of their best music videos. For sure. I love, it reminds me a little bit of XG's Shooting Star, just like all the sparkles, colors, a lot of pink and blue and purple in it. Definitely feels like a little otherworldly or trippy because it is supposed to be that way because it's like Ray's dream, right? It was funny. I had to like go back a little bit. There's a lot of like gibberish signs in the background. I don't know if y'all noticed that. And one of the signs, I was like, okay, why does this sign look familiar but is still gibberish? And it literally spells Dreamland backwards. I was like, okay, that's why it looks gibberish. But the other signs in the background are actual gibberish, I feel like. So, anyways.
So does that point to it being AI generated as well then? Because that's one thing that AI is particularly bad at is text on signs.
Yeah.
It just kind of, it's like, oh yeah, there's supposed to be something here, but it's just like, you know. So I mean, if there's gibberish on signs, I feel like that's a particular like telling sign of AI generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope not. Ray fits the concept perfectly. We talked about in our server how she has that black wig and she just looks really, really good. She has really improved on her facial expressions, I have to say.
Yeah.
Like, just knowing what fits with what section of the song, like, not overdoing it, but also not just being like a blank face. She looks really, really good. She's always been my bias, I think, but now especially I'm like, okay, like, I'm happy that she's my bias. And I like how the song had it like more like a hip hop influence, but I do kind of wish like what some commenters on Reddit were saying that they returned to their pop sound because they were saying like, okay, Golden, which sounds like I Am, is doing so well in Korea right now. Like they could have capitalized on that kind of sound, but instead they kind of went with the more like hip hop sound. So it's like there's nothing wrong with it, but like kind of going back to the aespa thing, it's like why are you not like what is this business decision you're making right now? Like why are you not capitalizing on what people see as a very obvious success way?
6-7. I don't know. I feel like I like see your point, but also you could make that argument about literally any genre of music ever. You can just say it's not as popular as X, why don't you make something like X? But then everything just converges into the most popular stuff and there's no variation and no innovation and no anything. So like I get your point, but also there has to be some level of artistic freedom or else we will just converge into no uniqueness in my eyes.
Yeah, I guess my stance is that like it's not like they've always I feel like their last true pop song was I Am, and everything after that was something different. And it's like what identity are you trying to build? And if you not like you should chase trends or chase what's popular, but it's like that's like I Am is like their peak song.
Unnecessary risk is kind of your point.
I don't know what I'm trying to say, I guess, but not like it's a risk because the song is great. There's nothing risky about the song, but it's like go back to what you're good at. I don't know. Especially not necessarily because it's a sound that is popular right now, but it's like you started that trend. Like you cemented I Am came out before Golden. I think that's what makes it different. And like Golden was very clearly inspired by I Am, in my opinion. So it's like you already laid the foundation, finished building the house. Like why are you like mowing the lawn and like, you know, like yeah, that's the crazy not allegory. Comparison that my brain came up with. Yeah. I don't know.
No, I get you. I think just going on my
Mm-hmm.
notes, like you mentioned about Ray specifically, I kept wanting to talk about how good just like one of the members looked, and then I would get distracted by how good somebody else looked. So I'm just gonna say wow. You
Yeah.
know, like
Mhm.
the styling, the makeup, the outfit, like all of the outfits, like the white shirts with the like different text on it for all the members are like so iconic. The blue and red outfits that they wore in the
Bowling
like in the
scene.
bowling alley
Yeah.
scene, but also in the studio chum, they wore those
Mm.
outfits. They're all the all black that they wear on the rooftop. That like the Ray, you know, black wig, but then she has like the black dress that like hugs her very tightly, and it's just it looks very nice. And the theming, just like yes, I think this whole comeback, I agree, is K5 like very good. Um, I really like the instrumental switch up at the end.
Oh
Like I think,
yeah. Like the
I
little
think it's
outro.
so good. Yeah, they add the little like melody,
Yeah.
but they keep that little like bop bop
Yes.
bop
Yes.
bop
Yes.
bop bop. They keep that throughout the entire song. It's interesting to me that that is only in the MV and the released versions. Live performances, they don't have
Hmm.
that. The choreo just ends right before when that instrumental would come in, and they just end the song,
Interesting.
which I think is really interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen a song that's like that, like where the performance is just they just cut off the outro entirely. Because like I could totally see like there are plenty of choreos where they just kind of like walk very slowly
Yeah.
and
Yeah. Yeah.
like you know sassily or whatever into like an ending
Right. Right.
pose. I could like I could see, and then the crowd would just like whenever they're just like walking
Yeah.
doing nothing, and everyone's like I feel it's the perfect opportunity for that. And it's literally
Yeah.
like every like there's no shortage of fans of people, you know, wanting
Mhm.
to freak out about them. But I don't know, I just thought that was really weird. And then another thing of just like me, my personal taste, as I think it's really cute how much they like play with their hair in the
Yes.
choreo.
Yes.
Like yeah, in the first like XOXZ, and they're
Yeah.
just like playing with their hair, and then a little bit after they'll like you know they're like whipping their head around and like well, I don't know, I think it's really cute. And yes, I agree with Melissa Ann that Ray's facial expressions she is serving for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's one particular part in the live performance, I think I watched like Music Bank's performance or something, where I think it's in the first verse. There's a line, it's like "jum jum kojin in silence," and then she goes like "you know it." And when she says "you know it," she goes like she gives a really
She's
like a
good at
really
pouting.
sassy. Yeah, she does a really sassy facial expression, and I'm like 8. She 8. Um. So yeah. Just very yeah. Absolute cinema. K5.
Nice.
I loved this release too.
Wait, what real quick, can we talk about how good the thumbnail looks? Like one of my pet peeves
Oh, with One Young.
one of my
Yeah.
pet peeves is really badly chosen thumbnails because thumbnails, especially for like non-K-pop people, are what get them to click and like get interested in it. So I feel like they did a really good job of picking out that one particular shot of Won Young with her really pretty like star freckles, I think, and then like looking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks really good. Like I would totally click on it if I didn't know about anything about K-pop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I agree pretty much with everything y'all said about the music video. The music video was great. Um, I liked the lyrics. I think my favorite part is when they like all I think they're all saying it together is when they chant that like XOXZ part.
So XC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the bridge was really good, or like one of the close to the
Mm-hmm.
end, it was really good. I don't know. I think I kind of take the approach of one of the like commenters that you had talked about, Melissa Ann, where at least to me, this song is more musically muted than like when I think of IVE, I think of like, explosive, like kind of like powerful, sampled instrumental. I mean, not all the time sampled, but very good instrumentals. And I think of Afterlife, I Am, you had mentioned, like those are the kind of instrumentals that I kind of associate, or like the sound that I associate I with, and that part is kind of missing for me. So I wasn't a big fan of the title track itself. I haven't listened to any of the other songs in the EP yet, but I think because it doesn't have that sound that I like wish that they had this comeback, I'd probably rate it a K2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, they look great. Well, I'll just have to, look at them, but with the
You're like, I
song
liked,
muted,
yeah.
so.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
yeah.
Maybe you should go bowling with them. Their bowling outfits were pretty cute.
Mm.
I gave the song K4.5. I thought it
Nice.
was pretty good. I really liked it. I pretty much agree with all y'all's points. I like specifically the chorus where I felt like it mixed up a slow and fast pace. So I like that. It's not really a transition, but kind of like a mix up. I thought it was pretty good. And good beat and good music. I liked it. Well, I guess we'll move on to the next one, which,
I guess
in
so.
case you didn't know, is Vicha rebranded. I don't really have much to say about this song. I gave it like a K2.
Who's the Vicha rebrand, bruh?
Oh, GIRLSET. We're talking about commas.
Just went straight into
I'm
the
just
review.
Googling. Yeah, I'm searching on Spotify. Vicha rebrand.
Rebrand.
So
It's not popping up.
Well, the chorus and the verses were both disappointing to me. I did not think it was very great. The rebrand is a failure for me. So
Failure.
Damn. Well,
but, maybe y'all have something better to say.
I do. I have something better to say.
Oh.
Wait, what did you rate it, Garrett? What did you rate it?
Oops, I rated it as a K2.
It's like that, like the disappearing, like
Yeah.
You're like that. You're like, this group's a failure, and you just disappear into obscurity.
Well,
Oh man.
I will say that I'm glad, Camila's back because she was my bias in Vicha. So glad she's back. I thought I would rate this song a K3. So, a little bit better than Garrett's comment. I will have to say that I feel a little bit disappointed though. To me, this whole concept, or I don't know, I guess the way they presented themselves in this music video felt a little bland. Like this girl's was wearing red shoes and they're standing on red carpet and it just looks like her legs are cut off. Like instead of a green screen, it's a red screen and her legs have disappeared. So I'm like, well, that color, like the shading of the red is just too similar. Like there's no contrast. So I don't know. I thought the lyrics were great, but one of the top YouTube comments was like they're talking about all this money, but they have such a low budget music video.
Okay, I was thinking about that too. I was like, is this not? It looks like they just had like
they had one room
dozen
and
people, and
Yeah.
like including the girls. Like the girls are 4 of the dozen people, and they had like a camcorder. Like is what it felt like.
and all they did was switch sides of the room, like which view you were looking at. So, and I don't know. Nothing really stood out to me, especially as like a re-debut, or like even if this was to debut as like a new group to like people who didn't know Vicha originally. This was kind of a meh song, but I mean, I thought the lyrics were good. I just think with these lyrics, a better song could have been performed. So, and I don't know if they need like a different group to do the song, or if it was just being nervous after like how long were they gone for since Vicha? Like maybe 2 years, maybe 1 year. Maybe they were just nervous to like come back after everything that has happened to the group. So I don't know. It definitely felt different, even though you had all four of the like original members of Vicha. No one new came. So I don't know. It felt different. But yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but the girls were like unrecognizable from the first Vicha MV for me.
No,
Like
they
I
definitely were.
genuinely, I didn't go into the MV knowing that it was a Vicha rebrand, and I was like, oh, it's like a foreign group. Like let's see what we got here. And I looked up GIRLSET, and it was like, oh, this is the rebranded Vicha or whatever. I was like, oh. Yeah, no, they lost to Cat's Eye.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
lost real bad,
Yeah.
which is
Mhm.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I fully could not identify even a single one of them as a Vicha member. Um,
I only
and then
recognized two of them in the new studio.
Camilla, and then who else? Who was the other one that you recognized?
I didn't recognize Savannah. Um, and I could tell who their face was, but I don't remember their name.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I listened to, it's a 2-minute single. Like
Yeah.
nothing about it stood out to me.
Yeah.
I think it could have benefited incredibly from a post chorus. And honestly, just every single section felt like it ends too early and it's just being shuffled along for the next section. It's just very, very no attention span coded. Like I can't, I didn't get any enjoyment out of it. I didn't really actually like the individual sections as they are that much. Like I didn't feel like they were particularly clippable even like as they are, and then the transitions were just off. Like honestly, I think it's just K 1.5 for me. This was just not
Yeah.
good. Very sad for Vicha. Just like a lot of JYP mismanagement. And then yeah, I mean, very 2 words, simply, yeah, Cat's Eye won. Like they are Cat's Eye is on top of the foreign K-pop market right now.
Yeah, it's just so unfortunate because, like, at one point it felt like Vicha and Cat's Eye were head to head, and now Cat's Eye is just leagues. They're in their own league, not even leagues ahead. They're in their own league, and GIRLSET just feels like a cheap copy, trying to do the like fancy girl.
Even though they debuted first,
I know.
Vicha debuted first before Cat's Eye,
Exactly.
which is like it's the sad thing.
And so it's like, it just feels such a letdown. And I don't think it's any of the girls' fault. It's just JYP just scrambling to find something that they hope will make money for them. They're like, oh, well, Cat's Eye had
they
the
need to
like
recoup investment.
non-cute concept. Let's try that for GIRLSET. But, okay, literally one of my friends that's not super into K-pop, when Gnarly first came out, she specifically texted me. She was like, I really liked Debut and Touch. What happened with this like whole Gnarly release? Like, I'm so thrown off. Like, this is not the Cat's Eye that I wanted. I mean, I know it grew on most people, but there's still a group of people that still really like Touch, like that kind of cute. And so I'm like, well, Vicha started with that. I was literally watching their YO Universe music video, and it like it has that like vibe so well. So I'm like, it's just a lot of timing issues, a lot of like unfortunate artistic direction issues. Like, Cat's Eye has created a void by deviating from a cute sound. They should have had Vicha try to refill it, and like that could have just been like, that could have just helped them set their brand. Now they just feels like they're just flip flopping, and I don't know. It's just super unfortunate. They also, and I talk about this a lot, but they did not sound like they were singing with conviction, especially at the part that should be most impactful, which is the commas part. Like, explain to me why it's called commas.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to try to recreate a little bit of how they sing it and how I wish it would have been sung, so that you can hear like okay, so they go like this.
All right, JYP, lock in. All right,
This is how it goes. They go like this. You keep looking at me, keep looking at me like you wanna spend some money on me, spend some money on me, money on me, some money on me. I'm like, commas. And, like, it just feels so like half-hearted. Like you can see him like just trying to like nod their heads to keep on track, but there's no attitude toward it. There's no attitude behind it. Like I want to hear, like, if you're gonna go that route, give me like the most attitude you can be.
Like, be
Like,
bratty. Be like,
you keep
yeah,
looking at me,
spend some
looking at
money on
me,
me.
looking at me,
Yeah.
looking at me like you wanna spend some money on me, money on me. I'm like, commas or commas, commas. Like, do something with your voice. It's like different. They just like, I'm like, commas. Okay, what? Like, you have to do something
Yeah,
interesting.
have
Have some vocal
some
fry,
some
make it go up and
snappiness.
down, like different
Yeah.
pitch, different tones. Like, don't just rap it out in one tone. I wish for some reason these lyrics are not matching up in my brain. Keep looking at me, looking at me, keep looking at me like you wanna spend some money on me, money on me, money on me. I'm like, commas. I'm like, commas. Yeah, like something like that. That would have been cool. Anyways, yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. I didn't get that, and so I'm disappointed. Very generously would rate this a K 2.5. Very generously. But anyways, oh, that's kind of sad. We ended just like on a roasting session.
Not it. Not it. I don't know. Just get better. I don't like.
It's just so
I know it is a little
unfortunate.
mean.
It's just so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because it's not their fault.
Yeah. And I would almost argue that like we're not the only people that have seemed to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Reddit people. And Reddit people are always right, so.
Yeah, okay, also they released a choreography video first. Then they released the official video next.
Yeah, it was like the special
and
video.
then they did a special
or
video. So
whatever.
there's 3 music videos that are out for this song. The special video appears to be filmed after the official video, and it has more sets in it. So it seems like they took some feedback and tried to like slap together a special video that is slightly higher budget. But it's like, come on, like, just if you're gonna do it right from the beginning. Don't try to, I don't know. Yeah.
Period.
You mean comedy?
And with that, we'll end on a sour note. But like we'll move on to the discussion now. So we have 2 questions that we're gonna present, and we'll see who answers which question first. But our first question is like, what kind of food? Okay, let me pull this out because I have it different than from in my notes. If you could have dinner with your favorite K-pop group, what food would you try to get them? Would you want them to try? Or you can answer, what kind of content do we want to see our groups do more of? Like ASMR, mukbang, bangs, I don't know. Trying out different careers. I'll go first. I know I said I'd wait for y'all's response, but if I were, I want to get this in the recording, but if I I was telling Anthony and Melissa Ann before the recording, I was like, I want to see more groups doing like Wipeout or like American Ninja Warrior type content. Like I think that'd be so cool. Like I mean,
instantly on board.
I know there's like team building activities and like obstacle courses, but I want something like more hardcore that like people can get serious about, or like laugh at from a distance. I don't know. I think I always watched like Wipeout as a kid, and like me and Garrett even got the Wii game, and we laugh at it like all the time. So we need more Wipeout content. We just need a Wipeout kind of comeback, like in terms of like TV show style.
Yeah, I'm just fully on board with the Wipeout idea. No, like you instantly you said Wipeout, and I think Idol Wipeout would easily become one of the like well, okay, I don't know about like the Korean audience or whatever, but I'm saying if I were in Korea and there were Idol Wipeout every week, I would be locked in. It would be in my calendar. I'd be on the couch every week. That like just sounds like the most entertaining thing I've ever heard of. Honestly, I'll go ahead and answer that question too. I haven't really watched much content recently outside of music, but I really do like, outside of format, I like group collabs. So I like either individual members from different groups doing activities together or chatting or whatever, like being on a talk show or something like that. I like it when there are multiple group members that come together and collab for that sort of stuff. I like that. But particularly I like 이영지's like 차린 건 뒤불도 없지만, like nothing much prepared, with just kind of bring an idol in, start drinking, see what happens. Like, just very entertaining, very funny. And Lee Young-ji is obviously a super funny host. And then I can never remember what the name of the show is, but that one guy from does he speak like Busan dialect? When he just has like the idols come over, they just like eat together, and he is it just pamukja? Pamukja? Is it? I think. Hold on. pamukja. Yeah, pamukja. gondehwe 노래. Yeah. Let's eat. Yeah. gondehi. He has a YouTube channel. pamukja is the thing that it's called. From gondehwe on YouTube. I really like that. Just kind of get together, eat, shoot the shit.
Oh, that guy that like has like gray hair and he like tries to...
Yeah. That guy. I like those clips that I see.
Yeah, I think we had a whole conversation about this because you sent them to me saying like you really thought it was funny or you enjoid it, and I was like, I don't.
Yeah, but you were like, this is not the type of content that I'm about. Yeah,
I think we had a whole conversation about that. I think I really like. There's this one ongoing season right now called Noppogi. They go to traditional. The two hosts are Shonu from Monster X and Jungwoo from NCT, and they have idols come on and they go out and try a traditional Korean restaurant together. And I think that's really cool because it brings in the factor of like, oh, now I can like try that restaurant if I am in Korea because it looks really good. And then also they just have like a really chill, they're just sharing a meal together and just talking about whatever. And it's like really healing and calming. So that exists and I like that format. But in terms of like maybe something that doesn't exist that I want to see more of is, so recently Enhypen has come out with something called artist made merch, which is merch that they design themselves. And each of the members has 2 pieces of merch that is being sold. And Nikki, my bias, designed a jacket, which I'm planning to buy. It's going to be like super expensive, but I'm like, whatever, like it's Nikki. Yeah, and the thing is, it looks really good. Like it's not like a cheap like jacket that just says like Enhypen on the back. Like it's a very well made bomber jacket that he put a lot of thought into.
That would be really funny. If they were like, this is artist designed merch or whatever, and one of the members did literally, they just took a basic bomber jacket and put Enhypen on the back, and that's it. And they're like, I can sing, I can dance, I can't design clothing. They're like, this is not me.
That would be kind of funny, and the fans would still buy it. You just know.
I know, but then probably it'd turn into a meme. It'd probably become like the highest selling one just because of how low effort it was.
But I would love to see more like artists designing fashion, or like maybe I think BuzzFeed has this one segment where it's like K-pop idols dress me for a day or something like that.
Yeah. I think
so. Like something more serious, like less, I guess, like I feel like those are meant to be like more humorous, but maybe one where like they're taking more seriously, like, oh, like Project Runway except for idols. Okay, that would be fun. I don't know if y'all watched Project Runway growing up, but it's like a competition show for different up and coming designers to they have like a theme, and then they have to like put a show and outfit together, and they walk down the runway. And not that idols could do that, but maybe they could like be part of the designing process, or maybe
kind of like you mean like a Dancing with the Stars type thing, but for design instead of like a performance.
Like maybe the theme is like an idol just show the theme is the idol. So like this week we're going to be dressing Nikki from Enhypen. And
Oh,
like they
that
have
could
like
be cute.
designers.
And then you have him
Yes.
dressing everything, and he's
Yes.
the runway model
Yes.
for it. That would be
That
cool.
would be
That'd be cool.
pretty fun. And I would love to see more of like Korean designers and how they work behind the scenes. Like I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I mean, what was that because we studied in 2018 at the New York, State University of New York Korea campus, and they had a big fashion university
Yes,
in that
FIT.
same block,
Fashion
right?
Institute
FIT,
of
yeah.
or that doesn't make sense.
I mean, that's what I was fast. Yeah, I mean, hell yeah. No, but yeah, I remember particularly when they were giving us that initial tour
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, yeah, that whole wing is fashion.
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
So I'm like that. Yeah, I would like to see more, more fashion stuff. That it is just cool to be like, I have one aspect of the Korean fashion world that was like right there. I was like, it was right there.
Yeah, when I was interning in Korea in 2023, one of the girls that was working part-time at my company was majoring in textile design at a Korean university. I don't know which one, but I thought that was pretty cool. And like sometimes she posts her art on Instagram and it's like I want to see the behind the scenes of that, like what goes into just creating that kind of work. So anyways, thought that was cool.
Mhm.
And then if I can answer the second question too, I would probably
Yeah.
take them to Whataburger.
Hell
Or
yeah.
Cane's.
Wait,
But you-
which group? Enhypen?
Yeah, because literally at their concert that I went to in August, they asked the crowd, what Texas food should we try? So night one, people said barbecue, and one of the members said, "Oh yeah, I had barbecue and it was pretty good." Night two, instead of asking the crowd, they said, "Some people have been telling us we need to try something called Whataburger." And they're like, "What is?" And then like Jake has an Australian accent, so it's like so funny. He's like, "What's water? What Whataburger or whatever?" And they're like trying to figure it out. And then finally they're like trying to like look into the crowd to see if somebody can explain it. And they're like, "Oh, what a burger! Oh." They're like, "Okay, we'll try it or whatever." It was so cute. I wasn't there on day
Hopefully
two.
they
I just
chose-
saw recordings of it, just to be clear. I was at day one.
gotta
Hopefully
go-
they chose like a good location because I feel like Whataburger can be hit or miss.
I was gonna say you have to
Location-wise.
take them to Corpus Christi to the two-story Whataburger.
There's a
that they
two-story
have there,
one?
the first location.
Whoa.
I think it was the first ever Whataburger. There's a two-story one in Corpus Christi. Yeah.
Make
So-
a trip to
Interesting.
Corpus Christi, have a road trip with Enhypen, and then we stop at Whataburger and then go to
You
the
can
beach.
have the beautiful Gulf Coast with
Yeah.
flesh-eating bacteria. Yeah, real wonderful.
I don't know if gambling's like legal in Korea. But like,
Gambling is explicitly, actually, to answer this question, gambling is explicitly illegal for Koreans,
oh,
and Korean law applies to Korean nationals even when not on Korean soil. So if Korean nationals flew to Las Vegas, gambled, and then like brought winnings over or whatever, they could be criminally charged.
oh.
But
Really?
but Jeju hosts poker tournaments. Jeju has a lot of casinos that foreigners are allowed to come and gamble because gambling, you make a lot of money hosting a casino. So yeah, they can all the foreigners can come over and they can give us all their money, but Korean nationals, they're like, no, don't do that. That's bad.
I was gonna
So-
say I would love to see him on like those like gambling websites or like the live gambling live streams. That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god.
But, I was also, for some reason, I was also thinking like hot dog eating contest would be pretty cool. But like maybe not like hot dog, maybe like some Korean food.
Kimbap, like in
That'd be pretty
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
Maybe watch him play charades or something. Gestures.
I mean, they already do that kind of stuff.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They do
He
the
wants more.
the
Yeah, that's
ear
more.
headphones on, trying to like.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
so
Yeah.
funny.
Uh,
The like telephone
Yeah,
games
yeah.
too that they play. I love Oh my god. That's genuinely some of my oh, actually, there's a video of the Sana like Chicha
Uh-huh.
Kpop clip.
Oh
I
yeah.
have one of the top comments
Wait,
on that viral
no way!
video.
Really?
What'd
So
you say?
someone go check that. I said like Sana was like one of the most adorable human beings or something. It was like 7 years ago. It had to be so long ago.
On the
But I
YouTube
think
video?
it's one of them, yeah. I think it might be the
Whoa.
JTBC one.
Whoa.
Sauna cheese. Here, I'm gonna look it up. But here, while I look it up, I'll just answer the second
Yeah,
question. That if I could have dinner with my favorite K-pop group, where would I go, or where would I take them to? And the answer is that I would want to go to a restaurant that is particularly meaningful to them. I would ask them if they have like a place that they frequent after in Seoul, like something if they have a choice, they're like, okay, let's go here. Or if they have a particular story or like some place that is like particular meaningful for that, I would want to use it more as an opportunity to get a glimpse into like their specific perspective versus trying to share mine, like my experience
but
with them,
thing
kind of
is,
thing. You know what I
I
mean?
thought the way I imagined this question was that they're here on tour and you have to take them to dinner.
I see. Then if that were the case, well, okay, I will say it's not the JTBC clip. There's this video, it says twice sauna, cheese, kimbap, eggyo, KB by Hiachan96. It has like 800,000 views, and I have the second top comment on it with 4.3 thousand upvotes or
Whoa.
likes. So
Wow.
there you go.
That's a flex.
What did you write?
I said she is literally the cutest human on the planet. And I got mogged by someone who 2 years later, I posted that 8 years ago. And then I got mogged by someone who 2 years later said, everyone is commenting on how cute she is. Can we take a second to see how frustrated Jungin is? And so that was pretty funny.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my claim to fame or whatever. But yeah, I guess if it were someone specifically in Texas, if I had to bring them somewhere in Texas, yeah, I mean, I might just be basic and pick like a really nice like barbecue place, or some like I have a nice like Tex-Mex place that's near me that I really like, so I might show them Tex-Mex. That's like super unique regional type stuff.
I completely forgot about that as an option. Yeah, I would probably do that over Whataburger then.
Take him to the state fair. That'd be pretty cool.
You know,
yeah, just fried everything, and their managers kill me.
I would love to take a K-pop group. I mean, a K-pop group already performed at the rodeo, but like show them instead of performing there, like take them to the rodeo. I think that would be such a cool concept. Like go on the rides, eat all the fried food, watch the rodeo itself, watch the country concert. Like that would be such a cool experience, I think, for somebody foreign.
I think idols do go to like Fort Worth stockyards when they come up to Dallas every so often. I think they do, because I know they go to the water gardens, which there's like nice fountains, like a fountain kind of show. I know specifically, I think Lou Semble posted about going there when they came here. But yeah, I think that I think they do go to the stockyards, or at least when they're like, what should we do? Where should we go? Like blah blah blah. If we're in Fort Worth, people will say the stockyards.
Someone needs to take them to the Renaissance Fair or something.
Yeah, that would be fun too.
The state one is in Houston, I think. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Renaissance Ren Fair. It's big. I know Jungwon went to the Galleria here in Houston. Which like me and my friends were talking about, because like it's just kind of going downhill, like crime and stuff. There was like a shooting recently. Because it used to be like one of the nicest places to shop in Houston. But
I just feel like if you go to any I don't know. I feel like everything here pales in comparison to like any random Pekwajong
Oh,
that you
yeah.
can like walk into in Seoul. Like that's how I feel when I walk around like the Dallas Galleria or like I saw like a top 10 malls in the US or something like that list. And I think Grapevine Mills was in I think it was like number 5 or something like that. And that is a place, it's like one of my local malls, and it's basically just a big circle. Like it has 6 like neighborhoods or whatever, but you literally just walk around the entire thing. And there is nothing special about that mall at all. It is one floor. You walk around the entire thing. I mean, it's kind of cool because when you fly over it, like when you're flying into DFW, because it's right next to it, you can see there's a big Grapevine Mills sign on the roof. So you can tell that's kind of cool. But like, the fact that is 5 makes me like, I genuinely, like, that place, Melissa Ann, when we went to Busan, did we go to that big...
We did, because I had to get my sunglasses.
Which, like, that... Yeah, because, I mean, that was I don't even... It was a Shinsege, like, Pekwajong, which when it was constructed, I think it was constructed in, like, 2011, it was the biggest in the world. And so I'm just like, you go to Korea, and you can literally just shop in the biggest, like, most monstrous... shopping places with, umpteen floors. Go to like Lotte World, like shopping center or whatever, right? And you have 12 floors. There is like the Seoul Philharmonic plays there. Like, there's just no competition. I don't know. Sorry. I'm getting worked up because I'm like, why would you come here and shop? Like, go to Korea and shop. Like, it's just whatever. Anyway, I'll step down.
You know what would be funny is like, because in Hyphen are Prada ambassadors. Can you imagine if they just like went up to the Prada store and are like, "Hey, I'm an ambassador for this brand." Like, that'd be pretty cool.
They're like, "Yeah, okay, buddy." They're like, "I don't see you in any of these pictures."
Exactly.
Because that's how I felt. I was walking through Vegas. I think I was going through, oh my gosh, where was it? There's some in one of the casinos or in one of the thing. It's like all supposed to be like Venice, right? And so I was walking through that place, and they had all the luxury stores, right? Because that's where you put luxury stores. And I don't think I saw a single K-pop idol in any of their advertisements or whatever. But when I think of luxury brands, I'm like, I see Dior, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, exactly. I see Gentle Monster. I'm like, oh, like that's what I'd be wanting to see the idols in their promotional material. But in I feel like the easiest place to see it in America is if you go to like Walgreens and you see all the Maybelline products. I see like Yeji on their stuff, or you can see them on there. On the skincare is probably the easiest.
Yeah, be taking your idols to Walgreens. You'd be like, "Hey, you're on the poster."
Oh my god, that's you! Yeah. Or like, I guess the other thing is you just go to like K-Town and then you see the like soju adverts, like the life-size cutouts of IU or Jenny. Yeah.
That's funny. Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, thank y'all so much for listening to today's episode. Again, remember to follow our Instagram at multilife.pod, and we'll see you next time. Bye!